Welcome to Decoding Encode. Now we will discuss various regime change attempts by US since 2000 and why India is almost impossible to destabilize. Since the year 2000, several governments across the world have collapsed after protests, foreign pressure, sanctions, or military interventions. Many political analysts believe these events were not always purely domestic movements. In some cases, global powers had strategic interests behind the scenes. But one country where such attempts appear to have largely failed is India. Why is India so difficult to influence politically? Is it the popularity of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India's powerful intelligence network, or the strategic thinking of National Security Advisor Ajit Doval? Let's decode this. What is regime change? Regime change means replacing an existing government with a new leadership. Historically, this has happened through military interventions, economic sanctions, political pressure, support for opposition groups, information campaigns. Critics often accuse the United States of influencing political transitions in countries where geopolitical interests are involved. While Washington usually denies such allegations, several global political events are frequently cited as examples. Major examples. Since 2000 Afghanistan, 2001. After the September 11th attacks, the United States invaded Afghanistan and removed the Taliban government. Although a new government was installed, the Taliban eventually returned to power after the US withdrawal in 2021. Iraq, 2003. In Iraq, the US-led invasion removed President Saddam Hussein. The war was justified by claims that Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction. Later investigations did not find those weapons, but the invasion completely reshaped Iraq's political system. Libya, 2011. During the Arab Spring, protests erupted in Libya against leader Muammar Gaddafi. A NATO intervention followed, which eventually led to the collapse of Gaddafi's government. However, Libya has struggled with political instability ever since. Ukraine, 2014. The Euromaidan protests in Ukraine forced President Viktor Yanukovych to leave power. Supporters say the protests were a democratic uprising, while critics argue that Western influence played a role. Venezuela, 2019 and now. In Venezuela, the United States supported opposition leader Juan Guaido as the interim president against the government of Nicolas Maduro. However, Maduro retained power despite international pressure and sanctions. But now, the United States got succeeded in removing Nicolas Maduro. The list is really long, but we have to stop here. Why India is different. India presents a completely different situation. Several factors make political destabilization extremely difficult. First, India has one of the world's strongest democratic mandates. Prime Minister Narendra Modi won massive national mandates in both the 2014 and 2019 elections. His party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, has an enormous grassroots network across the country. A government with deep popular support is very hard to destabilize through external influence. Second, India has significantly strengthened its intelligence and security framework. Agencies like the Research and Analysis Wing and the Intelligence Bureau constantly monitor foreign influence, cyber threats, and political interference. The Ajit Doval factor. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval is considered one of India's most strategic security thinkers. He is known for promoting what analysts call an offensive-defensive strategy. This approach focuses on preemptive intelligence gathering, counter-influence operations, stronger internal security coordination. Proactive geopolitical strategy. Such a system makes covert interference much more difficult. Strategic foreign policy. Another reason India remains politically resilient is its balanced foreign policy. India maintains strong relations simultaneously with the United States, Russia, Israel, and Iran. This strategic autonomy limits the ability of any single power to exert excessive pressure. Regime change has shaped global politics throughout the 21st century, but India stands out as one of the most politically resilient democracies. A powerful leadership, strong intelligence network, and strategic diplomacy make external influence extremely difficult. The real question is, as global power competition increases, will India continue to maintain this strategic independence? Your comments, please. If you enjoy deep geopolitical analysis like this, subscribe to Decoding Encode. Because global politics is not just about headlines, it's about decoding what really happens behind them.